What's up, everybody? What's up, family? This is Mr. Justice. I am back again with another episode. Subscribe to the channel. If you don't subscribe, you are missing out. Like I said, don't just watch the. Come on, man. You're subscribed. Even though you don't like me, man. I know you don't like me because I bring the truth, especially Black Americans. Yeah, I have to talk about Black Americans. I know you don't like me. You don't like me, and you don't like African people. You don't like yourself either. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they want to talk about you guys, you say, "Oh, don't talk about people," but you don't like your own people. You kill your own people. You say you don't. You say they shouldn't talk about your people. You don't even like your own people, and then you want to advocate for your own people. Like, oh, don't talk about my people. Are you serious? Yeah, we're hypocrite, man. Fake motherfuckers. They all set up. You are very set up people. You know what I'm saying? You don't. Your people that you talk about say, "Oh, don't talk about people," but you don't give a fuck about your own people. Your people that you talk about right now. When you ask this dude, somebody just come to you, one of your people come to you, say, "Oh, I want place to stay for just 1 week or 1 day." Would you give that person and let that person in your house? Hell no. Or even when that person is starving, and your people ask you, say, "Oh, give me whatever $20 or maybe $5 for me to buy food to eat." Will you give him even $1? You're not gonna give it to that person. So you want to talk about, say, my people? How is your people? Your people or whatever, even your people that you talking about. Oh, this is my people. That, like example right now, that person, whatever, you and that person have a little bit problem right now. Just one misunderstanding. The last thing that you might be thinking about is just want to hurt that person. If you probably have a gun, you want to probably I want to talk about that. And you say your people. Come on, man. You're fake. You're a hypocrite. You're a seller. You don't like each other. You don't like nobody. You're selfish. Everything is about in America. Everything is about is me, 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 me. Everybody always talk about me, 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 me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, just every individual is me, 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 me. You worry about yourself. You don't give a fuck about anybody else. That's why I mean in America, that's why you don't have in America you don't have a extended family like Africa. In Africa, we have a very big family. Like our family extend. You know what I mean? We got cousin, nephew, niece, and grandfather, great grandfather. We get in touch with those people. But your family, you don't have those kind of long extended family. Your only family you might have your children and your mother or maybe your father. Your father forgive the father. That's the only family you got in America. You don't have that extended family. That cousin after cousin, that grandfather, great grandfather. You don't have that all that bunch of cousins. You don't have those kind of things. Selfish in America. Everybody for themselves. Everybody. Everybody is me, 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 me. Everybody worry about me, especially the women. The women are more selfish than whatever the men. Ooh, they are so selfish. Gold diggers. Everything's about them. Thing does not go their way, oh, forget about it. Everything is about them. Me, 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 me. Everybody worry about me, 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 me. Nobody care about all that people else. Yeah, man, so this is Mr. Justice. I'm here to talk about, Black American, as usual. So don't get mad with me, man. Don't get mad with me. You know what I'm saying? I just putting this stuff out there. Right now we African people, we having the laugh. You know what I'm saying? Before you used to make fun of us, your comedy show on your sitcom. Do you watch comedy, stand-up comedy? I love watching stand-up comedy. I watch most of the stand-up comedy. I know a lot of Black American also. I mean, a lot of African people, immigrant, they watch stand-up comedy. You watch stand-up comedy, they clown African people so bad. They make fun of African people so fucking bad. If you watch most of their stand-up comedy, Eddie Murphy have a new movie that coming out right now recently, and Coming to America 2. Watch how he dissed Africa, talking about Ebola, whatever they don't have Ebola. Watch, just watch the preview. Watch the preview. It's the Eddie Murphy new movie. Just watch the preview. Eddie Murphy new movie and Coming to America Part 2. It's out. These people are so disrespectful. I'm telling you. If you see the thing that Eddie Murphy was talking in the barbershop in the trailer, the movies, making fun of African people about Ebola, fly coming out of the person's nose. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, they still have that negative thing against African people. You know? So we're gonna have the last laugh. We African gonna have the last laugh. Y'all used to make fun of us. Now we don't make, we know your shit. Before everybody thinks they don't know your shit. Now we know it. Most of all know it. So I always tell all my black African people who don't know anything about black America, you better shut the head up. And you better stay away from my channel. Alright? You better shut the fuck up. You don't know those people. You know? So the question I want to ask again is, I want to ask a question. A very serious question. Do black Americans, do they have a country? Now, I'm going to wait. Do they have a country? Put your hands on if they have the country. If you don't know, if you don't show, if you don't know, well, that's on you. If you know the answer, that means you're down with me. Do they have a country? Do black Americans have a country? Do black African American have a country? Well, what's the answer? I'm going to wait for a little while. Well, the answer is hell no. Hell no. They don't have no country. Black American does not have a country. They don't have a country. All right? I'll tell you, they don't have a country. Oh, they're going to hit me on this one. They don't have a country. Because you know what? For the past 62 years, 62 to 65 years, the white people have been telling us, man, you are free. Go back to Africa. You are no longer a slave, whatever and stuff like that. Your ancestor brought your ancestor as a slave. Now you generation are free. So you should go back to Africa. And they say, hell no, we ain't going back. We ain't going nowhere. This is our country. This is why we build this home. Now you're going to talk about say this is your country. How the hell is America is your country? If you are a 5th class citizen going to a 7th class citizen. You got immigrant replacing you, especially Latino, replacing you. Look at the new president. The new president right now, he's just going to convert whatever the 11 million Latino immigrant that whatever Donald Trump stopped them not to come in the country. He's going to release those people. He's going to bring those people in America to come in the country. 11 million Latino immigrant to cross the border. And they're going to give them free whatever green card and all that. What that mean? What is saying? To replace you guys. Now look how many Latino immigrants in America. That's just getting close to 2 million, 200 million. And now they're bringing 11 million. They bring another 11 million immigrant, illegal immigrant, which they're going to give them people, they're going to give them everything. That's the new president, Joe Biden. That's what he said. So America or whatever, African, black American, they don't have a country. And they all got some nerve to be telling an African immigrant to go back to their country. They tell the Caribbean to go back to their country. They tell all the African immigrants, most of the African immigrants, whenever they're having fight with them, having a little bit, having a little bit discussion, a little bit argument and stuff, they say, oh, go back to your country. Dumb. Very ignorant. How can you tell a black person to go back to a country? And knowing that the white man telling you for the past 62 years, he's been telling you to go back to your country, go back to Africa. And you're going to see another African an African immigrant, you tell you say you should go back to the country. You see, the funny thing is they never tell the Latino people to go back. Every time they might have a little bit of problem with Latino or the Chinese or all the immigrants, they will never tell them to go back to their country. But they will tell the Caribbean, the Jamaican, the Caribbean, the black Caribbean and the African immigrant to go back to their country. So America, black American, you don't have a country. At least whatever, you know what? Those people that used to tell us they should go back to their country, those immigrants should be telling they should go back to their country. They should respond back to you, say, more, at least I have a country. Where's your country? The next time, all the African immigrants in America, the next time a black American man tell you, say, whatever, a black American person tell you, say, go back to your country, say, what is your country? At least I have a country. What is your country? You don't have a country, man. They don't have a country. They don't have a country. What people been telling them to go back home for a long time? 60 years. Now, 400 years, white people been trying to tell them to go back home. They say they don't go back home. So the white people have to come and trying to trick them for the past 60 years, trying to, for so long. After they slip were free, they tell them to go back. They don't want to go back. The white people try so many things. They say, no, our forefather built this country. We ain't going nowhere. So now finally the white people come with this 400 years of repatriate. And it worked, but it's not worked that much, you know what I'm saying? At least they succeed in that way. Letting the African government know, say, yo, man, 400 years, you got to let your people back in. I never thought this thing going to come. I never thought this thing going to come. Because if you go back 20 years ago, or maybe 30 years, 35 years ago, the way the black Americans used to behave, you probably think that it want to take maybe another 2,000 years before black people are going to return, black American people are going to return to Africa. I never thought this thing going to happen so soon. 35 years ago, or 25 years ago, or maybe 20 years ago, or 15 years ago, I would say even 15 or 10 years ago. If anybody talking about, say, whatever, black American going to going back to Africa, oh, man, you think you say, over there, but they go back. But now, they're coming back. So black Americans don't have a country. They don't have a country. Black Americans, they're like a people who wander around the place looking for a place to call home. They don't have a country. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a country. They don't have a country. They're like I don't want to go too deep, man. I don't want to go too deep. I'm going to slow down. Should I say whatever? They're like if you go to school, back, I think so, whatever, history, you take a history class, right? And in high school, they teach you about those people back in the day, those people during the history time, prehistory, when those people a long time ago, I think so they call it the Normans or Normans, whatever, stuff like that. Those people who always like travel to places and they just stay there for like a 1 month or 2 months, it depends, or 2 weeks, and they move on to different places because they be looking for certain place, it's a green pasture place to stay. I think so. That's how the black American is. Or should I say they're like a homeless person who's looking for a home to call a country. Oh boy, did I say that? They're not gonna like this place. They don't have a country. So you know what? Black American. Now we African people, we having the last laugh. Y'all used to laugh at us before. Y'all used to make booty scratching, chasing the monkey, this and that, living hard, blah blah blah. Y'all used to make fun. But now all right, man. This is my time. This is Mr. Justin. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Don't just watch, man. Just subscribe. I know you're not gonna like it. This is very bad. It's not black American not gonna like